copy me. We're doing our standing together type thing. You see, this is good. This is, that's not again. Hi. You see, she's, I think, are you taking the mickey?
I would never do that on your Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, everybody. Yes. I hope you're having a little crack. I get spoiled every year. Yeah. So is Pappy.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's also a good time for thinking about the paps who aren't with us, the dads who aren't with us. Yes. We always phone my mum on Father's Day as well. But we're cooking along. And it seems a bit wrong on Father's Day for me to do the cooking. How many soufflés have you ever cooked?
I can't remember.
Try digging really deep. How many soufflés have you ever cooked?
Yeah.
That's not very many, alright? I think that could even be... How many?
Move on.
Okay, Angela's not cooked a soufflé, but it's Father's Day, so she's going to spoil me.
And you've just told me, I thought I was just going to be here supporting you, washing up, laying the table.
It doesn't quite work like that, does it? Right, what we're going to do is we're going to get a move on. Hopefully you got a set of instructions. I printed out what people got sent, so I've got that printed out, but I printed it out before I actually changed it, before I sent it. So I can't quite remember what you've got. However, you should have a bit of ingredients around you. Your oven needs to be on 190 degrees C, all right? It needs to be on now and it needs to be pre-warming, okay? Ours is hot and ready. First thing you do when you're making a soufflé is the roux. So we're going to go right to here.
Oh, I've made a roux.
I know you've made lots and lots of roux, I get that. Okay, but what I want to do is, in here, butter please. 50 grams of butter.
Yeah.
50 grams of butter. No, that's for the soufflé dish. And there's 50 grams of butter and 50 grams of flour. I'd like a wooden spatula.
No, it's in the other room. I'll get that.
Yeah, good. We're just making a very quick roux. The reason why we're jumping straight into making the roux is because we need it to cool a little bit. So, thank you. I've got all the proper plastic ones which I use in this kitchen, but one of these gets into the corner of your pan.
Yeah.
It's quite useful. Angela's a beautiful lady.
Yeah.
We're going to now we're going to make this roux and then we're going to add some flavouring to it. So let's just need some milk quickly. I'm feeding up. Can you do me a favour?
Yeah.
If you're by yourself, I'd like you to be stirring the roux and getting all of the flavours ready. Do you want to just do me a favour and grate me and give me some cheese in that bowl?
Yeah.
Now.
Do you want some of this cheese? No.
Yeah.
A bit of everything.
Yeah, a bit of everything.
Okay.
There's blue cheese. There's a grater.
Right,
there's that.
Yeah.
What we're doing the soufflé, this is a 6-inch soufflé dish, okay? That is enough for, we've had that as a family, haven't we? The 4 of us.
We have.
It's not quite enough for 2 plus 2. For 2 people, it's a proper meal. It's a good lunch. Or a nice evening snackette. And it's a good excuse to have a nice crisp glass of wine. And if you look in here, this is the flour and the butter. Okay, and what's happening with this at the minute is it's, look at that, that's beautiful, darling. Okay. Do you want to mix your cheeses?
What's that? I'll just mix it in there.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I don't want a blue cheese and gravy.
Why not?
Huh?
I want you to put it all in there.
I am.
Okay, so this is it. While you're there, darling girl, the fridge on that side, do you want to pass me out the milk? So, we got 50 grams. And we're going to pop in here 300 mils of milk. We're going quite quickly at this, but it is, it's not a difficult dish, it's just things to get done to start with. Yeah? And I'm just producing me the flavour. To make a soufflé, if you think about it, soufflé is all air, so what you need is a lot of flavour in that air, otherwise, remember we made a broccoli soufflé for somebody once because they so wanted it, and all it was a green soufflé that didn't taste of anything.
It was this lovely gentleman that came for Food Lovers Weekend, and he had what he called it, a green soufflé, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he said it was the best soufflé he'd ever had, and he thought it was broccoli. And you did say to him, I doubt it's broccoli.
Because broccoli is too bland in flavour. Too
Absolutely.
bland in flavour. Right, okay, in here, my milk's going in. It's gonna look a bit lumpy to begin with, it doesn't matter, everybody's made a roux, just make it into a roux. Okay, it's gonna be quite a thick roux.
Oh, not everyone has made a roux, you made that assumption.
Well, we'll put it this way, when you put flour and butter together and then you add something to it, you've made a sauce. And if you haven't, soufflé is a good thing for you to be started on, isn't it? Yeah, that's 300.
Darling, I just don't think that I've ever.
You're supposed to be snacking on the cheese.
Oh,
What cheese was that? Was that the river?
I've had a bit of everything. This one here. Still,
Look, have a look at Miles.
what's this called again? You make these little flowers with it, and the reason you do that is that when you scrape cheese, you get the flavour of it. So, you know, if you were going to be a cheese connoisseur, you'd scrape it.
And to be fair, if you want to think about how easy that is, it's a simple thing of more surface area. Yeah, just think about the surface area on that. And that's what it is. And when they're doing cheese tastings, you just scrape a little off the top of the cheese. You don't actually cut big chunks of it, as I discovered, which is very disappointing. Right.
Oh.
Second last one.
That's right, it's quick and easy.
That's looking good, Dick.
Right, we've got the flavouring. That's thick, okay? That's a thick roux. And it's okay, so that's a thick one.
But let's let everyone catch up with you as well. Yeah.
What do you mean catch up with me? You gotta run. If you're not catching up, you're right. That's thick. It's hot. I'm gonna just turn this off.
You let me know if you want me to bring you in a glass or something.
No, that's the answer to that is yes. And that's all. So that's coming around now to you.
Okay. I don't know if I've done enough. Hold on.
You haven't?
I haven't.
No.
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 Ah.
Right. What we'll do is we're gonna put this
Right.
wine, blue cheese, and smoked salmon.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
It works. Right, mix it all in there.
In here?
In there, yeah. This has to be full of strong
Right.
flavours.
Right. Can I just check? I'm just literally mixing, not folding.
You know, you're mixing, I want it to melt in there. So, putting flavours in here. Look, there's more. Done. And I'm not worried about the. Okay, that's done, that's done. Clear over there, well done. Cloth. And all we've got there is that's melting now into there, isn't it? There's one more flavour we're going to add. That, for anybody who's interested, was a mixture of some blue cheese. It's quite a mild blue cheese. It's some Tetemon, which is quite a strong flavour cheese, and a little bit of cheddar we had. Okay.
I want to ask a question. How long should you mix it? Can you over mix it?
No.
Right.
You can't overmix it, and you just mix it until, because remember that's the heat that's going to just melt it in. Now what we're doing here, we've got a little bit of salmon. Now that is 2 grams of salmon. Yeah, that's not very much at all, but it's more than enough for what we're doing here. It's a bit of wild salmon that we're just literally going to put through for this flavour. The stronger the flavour is in here, the more you're going to get when you get your air in your. Okay. Can you go get me some cold water, please?
In a bowl?
In a bowl. Get a bowl ready for some cold water, or you can put a tray with some icy water in it. But I want to cool this down a little bit. All will become clear in a minute. So just cold water, you run that, and in here.
Do you want me to? How full do you want this bowl, Dick?
No, just enough to stick a pan in.
Do
Good.
you want me to get some ice in there? No, because that will.
Yeah, you can, that's cold enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll help it cool down. Nice little pan. So you see that will go in here like this.
I love those pans actually. They are fantastic.
Okay, so that's going in there like this. And
Right.
into our thick, tasty roux, we're popping some finely chopped bits of smoked salmon. We did it with smoked trout recently, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
Smoked trout's quite nice. And the rest of this is enough to put through a whole meal and have a scrambled egg breakfast.
Ah, okay. So you just put about 100 grams in.
No, that's only about 30 grams. It's about 2 tablespoons. Have a look. The total amount of flavour is about 4 ounces, 100 grams.
Right. Okay.
You see, and here, watch this. This is just going to go in, and it's going to give it flavour. And you see, that's cool. That's cooling already, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, darling.
And the consistency just really
Very thick.
changes, yeah.
The whole
thickness.
thing's thick, right? Now, darling, go.
Yeah. Tell me when you're into wine, but
I want you to do 4 separating eggs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you're doing soufflés, you're doing anything with eggs, you cannot have any grease in your bowl. Grease in your bowl stops your egg whites from rising. I know you can put cream of tartar in there to sort of help them on the way, but most people don't do that. So what I will need in for you, darling, is I would like you to separate into there, put the whites into one at a time, yes, and put the whites into there, and we'll put the yolks into here.
Okay.
And that's your separating bowl. And we do it in that bowl.
Separating yolks and whites, and can I just
Grease
double-
grease.
You have grease freed it.
I washed it. Right. What do you have?
Alright, I'll just after a little knife. I like a little knife. Is that right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Use that. Like tapping them or something.
I do. I don't find that they always break on here very well. I'm just washing my hands going because I have been eating a bit of cheese. Is that okay?
Yes, it is. Off you go. Off you go. See, this is the oven's heating up. You're catching up now because all you've done is made a roux and put some flavour in it. I'm going to take that out of there because that's cool enough. And the reason why we've cooled it down is we're going to put some egg yolks in it to enrich it. I'm going to get a cloth. Well, no fuck. Can you bring in a microfiber, darling?
Yes, babe.
Okay. That goes over there, that's over there, we're all happy. We're all finished actually. I'll tidy up a bit while we're waiting. Soufflés are all about air. Okay, it's all about air. So what we're doing is we're making the flavour. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put the egg whites through it to give it some air.
How many? 4?
4, please.
Okay. So 1 at a time. Good. And the
No.
reason I know that the reason is that every now and again you just don't know, but it's good because you could have a little bit of a dodgy egg, and if you put it into, even when we do scrambled egg, we actually
It's
do
not
it like
for the
this.
dodgy eggs. It's in case you split a yolk. It's not.
Oh.
It's not about dodgy eggs. The reason why we do this is you can't afford to get any yolk into that white pan.
Right.
I see, like that one's nice. Is that split yolk?
Yeah. Because they're such fresh eggs.
Okay,
Okay.
one more chance.
Yeah.
One more chance. Take it away.
Okay. That's right.
Another one. Well, I'm going to assist you if you don't mind. Okay, here we go. That's number 2. Here we go. So you have to 4 separated eggs. Okay, darling, I'm just helping. Because we're going to get this cooked. No, yeah, there's pressure.
Huh? What's that?
That one there. I nearly put the yolk in the wrong one.
Right.
That's 3.
Okay.
One more.
Oh, you did 1 as well?
Yeah, another 3.
But you know why? It's because they're so fresh.
Right.
Mm.
Let's do the last one. Right. All happy.
Oh, the pressure.
Right. I'll take the yolks. There's a piece of grass. Was that a piece of straw went in there? Right.
Possibly.
Now, what you're doing is you've got 4 of those in there.
Yeah. What's interesting is our yolks are so big and our whites are so tiny.
I know.
That's just so you don't want another one. Just being
Yeah. You see,
Yeah.
these are mainly yolk. One more. One more. One more.
Good call, Mrs. Strawbridge. I'll do a big one.
Because we want enough whites to get the fluff. No, normal eggs. If you bought your egg, you'll probably find that you've got a small yolk and big whites for some reason.
Exactly.
Maybe the other way around.
Exactly.
Okay. Right. Here we go. Now you are going to start beating those.
Okay. I wash my hands, clear down, quickly.
No, okay. Start beating.
Okay.
Start beating for it come down.
Oh.
Oh, you can't.
Sorry, I don't want to do it. Am I really
Okay, here we go.
wet?
We're now beating the egg.
Right, that's on quick. Good. Okay. I'm going to take you to this outside, okay? Calm down.
Right. Egg yolks on the need 4 egg yolks mixed into my sauce, so I'm not putting all of those in. And because this is cool, it'll be okay. Look. If this was still hot, the egg yolks would cook, and that would be bad. Look how rich that is in flavour. I probably said put it into the bowl to cool. Yes, I could have done that, but I've done it all in my pan, which has cooled down a lot. Where's my wife? She's done the other one. She's tidying up. See? Right. Okay, stiff peaks. That's ready to go. That's nice and solid. Brian, oh, glass of wine.
I thought that was. Oh, that looks amazing.
Okay.
Has Mark seen that?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, what we need to do? We're not finished yet. We need you to.
Yeah.
Butter this.
Okay.
With your fingers.
Oh. See, I don't know why you do that. I get a little bit of the
Just
butter.
get it in there. It's my kitchen. Old daddies. Happy Daddy Day.
You're an amazing daddy.
Quite for me, quite nice. This is quite rich, so that's quite reasonably sharp. Oh, there you go. All the way around. All the way to the very top.
I am, baby. I just have to work my way up. See, this is why we aren't great in the kitchen together, because I am a reasonably confident cook, and Dick just bosses me around all the time. I don't like to be bossed around. I'm quite bossy. So,
what we can do is worthwhile saying. The flavour that I've put into here is it's the different cheeses, and we've got the smoked salmon or smoked trout you do. When I'm making a roux and I'm making a cheese sauce, normally I put a little bit of Liam Perrins and a little bit of mustard powder. I don't think we actually need to put it into that because we've actually put the blue cheese and things in with it, so that's okay for me.
okay.
Okay. What I'd like you to do now is to breadcrumbs in there,
Okay.
shake it all the way around, and we're going to line the whole thing with breadcrumbs.
Yeah. Can I, no.
All the way around the sides. Yes. There's a thing there, so you go
Catch me drop-ins.
all the way around.
I may need some more. And I have to
More
say, this absolutely gives it the best crunch.
Yeah, but you can't put finely grated parmesan in there. The
Oh,
idea
yeah,
is not just
yeah.
the crunch, the idea is something for it to hold on to.
As well.
It jumps up the side when we cook.
Right. I hope that you're going to be happy with my work, Mr. Strawbridge.
I empty it all out now. Just rest it all out.
Right.
Good.
You happy?
Nope, empty the rest out. Good, set it down, try and get your thumbs into the sides. Yeah, good. Put it down. That works for me.
Right. I really want to go and wash my hands.
Take that with you.
I'm not going
I'm going to start. My dad didn't like sticky hands. And neither do I. And obviously now there's Angela. Right, what we're going to do now, time to get the egg whites in. This. What we're going to do is we're going to put the egg whites in, and we're going to do 1/3. Let's see why I'm going to do this in a second. We're putting 1/3 in, and then putting 2/3 in. The first third is to loosen this up. If you look, that's quite a thick roux. Okay, so I'm going to take a third of this. Look at that, and pop it in. Now that third. Now I'm going to be quite brutal putting it in, because what it's doing is it's loosening up all of my sauce. It's loosening it up. Now that loosening, you see the way that, keep them up and look, yeah? You can see it just, it's different. There's air in it, but I've knocked a bit of the air out in doing that.
Yeah.
Now what the rest of the whites in, please, Alan, put them in for me.
Right, just drop them in.
Just tip it up, give it to me all.
Oh, I want to be very delicate, but I know you're going to fold it in.
Okay, here we go. Thank you. I'm going to just cut this in. I know there's a figure of 8 cutting at people, but basically what I want to do is to cut it in. I'm using a metal spoon, I'm just cutting it in. And I'm being quite gentle here because I don't want to lose all my bubbles. In fact, I'm not even going to do this to the point, yeah? I'm not even going to do this to the point where all of the white have been incorporated. That is not necessary. That's quite loose. Don't want to retap it too much. Well, this was had a white spatula there. Thank you. Sorry, Don, what's this? Now, into here goes all of my souffle. Don't get it into the middle. If you read the instructions, you have an oven waiting at 190 degrees with a baking tray in the middle of it. And the reason why I've got a baking tray in the middle of it is because the baking tray is hot. It's 190 degrees. So when we put this on the baking tray, it's going to start cooking straight away from the bottom, so it's heating up slowly. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is go around the edge. Just take this little piece of kitchen paper, and for me, it's just all the way around the edge. I'm just going to use my finger. There. That's a little bit around the edge, so that should help it come above it. Now I need to pop this in the oven before I lose any gas. That was all go with my light switch. Here we go. Here we come, ready? Get it going. You're not going to see this for another 18 minutes, and that was it. If you missed it, you missed it. It's in the oven. We don't look at it because we don't want to get any air on it. Right, Ange, what we're going to do is we're going to go next door.
Absolutely.
And you're going to set the table, or is it set?
Partly. But,
let's go inside. We have now got 18 minutes till our meal is served, and not 15 minutes, not 25 minutes. When it's ready, it's ready. And when it gets put on the table, I expect people to eat it.
Have you put the timer on?
That's where we're going next door.
Oh no.
Go on, off you go. You go, lead me. Off you go, Miles. We're going to come through, mate. Go on, let's go.
I think we've got, what, 16 and a half now?
No. I put the timer on 15 minutes, not 18 minutes, because I knew it was going to take a bit of time to come in here, and there's a second 15-minute timer going on there. I knew it would take a bit of time to get in here, and also I thought it's going to take us a bit of time to go back there. When the buzzer goes off, we need to be seated at the table and ready to eat.
Well, I've just got a little bit of salad to put out, really. Do you want to, should we sit down?
I'm going to do the salad first.
I'll do salad.
No, watch this, the salad is in there from the garden.
Okay, nice.
I collected this morning, so by all means, you can throw that out. And what I'm going to do is, at this stage, everything else can be prepared. You've got nothing to do. All right, so.
Hello.
Yeah. Well, explain what's going on with that.
Right. Well, I don't know, but I'm assuming you've put salty water in this to kill off all cold salty water that kills off all of the bugs. We love our little sort of twisty turny thing, isn't it? Because then you just get lovely crisp lettuce out of there.
That can be just straight up no water.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, I'll lift this out.
This is literally us. This can be done in advance. It's a really good meal to have a souffle and a green salad. That's a meal in its own right, isn't it? Yeah. We've got one of our cucumbers. The skin looked a bit sort of unimpressive, so I've just ripped that off. This is one of our homegrown cucumbers. You can tell you never bought that in the shop because it's a mutant. And it's like the tomatoes from the greenhouse. If that was on the shelf at home, I think it would be left on the shelf at home when you get to the end. But these have been out of the greenhouse. Ooh, Must be getting on for half an hour. So nice and fresh. Are you going to whirl it yourself?
Oh, I've done it.
You've done it?
No, I did it.
You did it? Okay, let's get on the table, hold on. I don't know I have a different Wurlitzer regime.
Huh?
We have a different Wurlitzer regime, don't we?
Wait, what's your... You don't know.
What?
I...
That's why we don't work together in the kitchen all the time. Somebody has to be in charge.
It's no different. That's because I haven't emptied my one yet.
I emptied your one, but did that again, second time. Just saying. It's the way I like doing it.
You didn't. I watched you, Tinker. So.
Anyway, I've got my wine.
I'm going to get my
I'm going to
wine
sit down now.
in a minute.
Go around the other side there, Miles. Point this way. Go around the other side. Point this way. We go. Olga's coming to shot. Olga exists. Okay. We're going to. I'm just going to use some cucumber here. Nice. By the way, do you see what's in there? I've got sorrel in with that lot.
I'm just eating a. Isn't one too?
Yeah.
Already? I didn't realise that they were.
No, these are orange too as well. It's June, so in the garden the summers are looking quite good. We need to have some green. I don't want to put the tomato out, you know. I'm just thinking I'm not going to put
No, I
it.
don't know if I agree with you. Yeah,
Okay, so this is a green salad. Right, let's have a seat. Now, I want to show you. Are we ready? This is us. A serving spoon. A serving spoon. I left my glasses at the store. Dressing, got some dressing. You got a glass?
Yeah.
We'll get another bottle of wine. Right.
Oh no, I'm going to put it in here. This is Strawbridge. Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm just sitting down here. Getting this. I looked. When did you write your first book?
2010.
2010. Yeah. Okay, because I did one which was on self-sufficiency back in 2005, but then I did these ones since I met you.
We were doing our books at the same time. We had the same publisher. Ooh la la.
Very rock and roll. It's very rock and roll. But I was just looking and thinking, I must have done, I put in one of the recipe books, a soufflé. And I was looking at the soufflé, because the recipe that we're using, we write down a lot of recipes, we do a lot of experimenting and sort of play with our food in lots of different ways. But in this particular one, if I just have a look, it's got these same principles of the roux. Yeah. And the roux, it's got less milk in it than the one that I've been doing. Yeah, so slightly less milk, and it's got goat's cheese in it, and it's done in a smaller ramekin. When we told you about putting your soufflé into one big ramekin or little ramekins, anybody who put it into a small ramekin, you need to be aware that you should have set for about 8 or 9 minutes, okay, instead of 15 to 18 minutes, because it's going to get the heat much faster, come up and over the top. And there's a picture of a goat's cheese soufflé that James and I did. Okay.
Very, very nice.
Taking that photograph was a monumental pain in the ass. You know, can you remember when you did the photographs of soufflés in your book, the ones that you were doing for that?
I had a double baked one, so it was, but with
it
these
holds
ones,
slightly better.
It's different. But these ones,
yeah,
you got to get it
out to get it served.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. And you've just got to have it all literally ready for you to go press.
We had a succession of goat's cheese soufflés, and they're really nice.
Really?
Yeah, we made them one after each other to make sure that we were set up for the shot, and it would come and it would be ready. Here we go, because I had a double oven. The first oven one would come out and it'd be set down. There'd be 8 minutes, or the first part of the 8 minutes before we'd disappear down. Somebody would eat that one, and then we'd get the next plate set up, and then we'd bring one along, we'd set it down, and this is a. You can see oh, that's sticking up nicely.
It's very nice.
That's been done when it's come out. That's one of the fresh ones, because gradually it turns into something unimpressive.
Did you or James make the final one that stayed up?
I think we both did it in succession, so neither of us can take credit for it, but it will have been me if it was good.
The one.
Not that James and I are competitive.
No, I was just about to say it's one of the things that I love about the pair of you is how competitive you are. I mean, it was lovely, wasn't it, working with James? I mean, for James, working with his dad on Father's Day. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Not going to forget this.
It's one of the things that I'm going to drink. It says that. I do like that.
We haven't had. This is the first actual wine that we've had, hasn't it? We normally have gin.
We usually drink gin, but this is nice. I left home 16 to go off to sixth form college before going to Sandhurst, and when I did that, I came back and I loved coming back to see my parents, but I didn't spend big lumps of time with my old man after that. And except for when he was very poorly towards the end, I spent more time with him. But spending time with your son as a dad is very, very special. Now, James has got Indy, yes, and so he knows what I'm talking about. I've got James, grown up, an Indy little grandson, and I've got Arthur, and that the quality time is really, really important. And working with James is something we used to bitch. We used to all the time, but it was
it was playful stuff, and it was really sort of incidental.
Probably competitive, yeah.
But it was really incidental stuff. It was just like, that's a ingredient too much, and that's too classic, and it's just you are flavours and simplicity. And James is just
flavours with an extra twist and an extra, much more modern, much more fusion.
He's just modern. He's more fusion. He's more fusion, I think.
Yeah, but it's interesting because his dad's down wanted to wax about these things. When it comes to the daughters and things, because Charlotte and Dorothy are completely different relationship with dad, because there isn't a competition. There's a dominance thing because girls are always bossy. Is Dorothy bossy?
Yeah, she is, and so is Charlotte, funnily enough. So I know you
strong girls.
Yes, but you always blame me for having that gene, and I.
Yeah, but that's part of my defence. Sandra's fault, most things.
But Charlotte is very, very, very similar. So I think you need to look at that a little bit more. However, you're a fantastic father, but Arthur doesn't have the competitiveness yet with you, but you are a very, very competitive person. You never let the kids.
Are you telling me that?
I and gosh, I hope the children don't ever see this video, but I allow the kids to win things because I can't bear winning over our kids when they were really young. You, on the other hand, from the moment that they were born, conquered competition.
But competitions. But hold on, do you know what's really important about that? When you then allow them to win after a bit, when you allow them, they feel like they've won because they know they're not allowed to win. And so when our children do beat me at times, when I'm not that horrible, but when they do, it's a sense of achievement rather than just they're bright kids.
You mean so when you actually do lose, you're covering that up as that you're allowing them to win?
Sometimes.
Okay. Was your dad competitive?
No.
He wasn't?
Yeah, of course he was.
I expect yours was.
No, my dad was, I used to play soccer. He was really competitive. Anybody who remembers George Best as a ball carrier, my dad was a ball carrier and he was a very good professional football player back in Northern Ireland in the day. He'd get pocket money, he'd get boot money, I think it was classed as. But he also played a lot when he was abroad, but he was a ball carrier, and which meant that what would happen is that anybody who dribbled and danced around, I don't understand soccer completely the way he used to play it, and he danced around, every once in a while you get one of the big choppers come along, take his feet away from him. Dad let that happen a couple of times before he punched him in the nose and got sent off. And that was it. So he was competitive in that way.
Okay.
He told me to play squash. He was competitive at squash as well. It was quite interesting.
Okay, so your dad is, because I don't see your mum being competitive in the same way. I just don't. So I'm just wondering where it is, because you Strawbridges are so competitive. You love to at times cheat.
I wouldn't play bridge or canasta against my mum and say she wasn't competitive.
Really?
She'd leave a trail of blood behind. I think she played let the grandchildren win at Monopoly, or the great grandchildren win at Monopoly. But it's...
James is competitive.
Of course he is.
Really?
Less
Charlotte is. Yeah.
It's interesting because nowadays most people, so you can make an excuse for life, and for us, it is about graft and competing and doing things.
Yeah.
It's a competition. I knew I was in the wrong world when I took James along to a sports day when he was in primary school, and they had a competition and everybody won.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, it's probably a very bad thing to say and I won't go to heaven, but everybody was a winner.
I know.
That's
Okay. I do
nonsense.
agree with that, because you can't win at everything.
Especially,
and also there is no incentive to get better if you're always going to win.
There was one of the little chaps in James's class who wasn't most academic in the world, but he was a real athlete. and so his place to shine was doing the athletics.
Yeah.
All right, there's some people who are the brains and the athlete and all the rest of it, they dominate. But for other people, they have their own little sort of elements of where they shine and where they have a chance to sort of.
Agreed, and that's why there has to be winners and etc. I'm based. I'm completely sort of for that. You're a wonderful father, honestly. I know, but I'm not.
Just to say that's Father's Day. Ask her tomorrow.
Well, I think all your children have said that, but you are, and I think what you've taught all of your children, which I see in abundance, is that they can do anything, they give it a go, they're hungry to learn. I mean, I was on the phone to sort of one of my lovely friends, and she said, one of the things that just always astounds me about Arthur and Dorothy is that they just get excited about everything, from seeing wildlife to flowers to growing things. That's all come from you. It's not me. I'm there, but you are.
No, you come from a completely different nurturing bit, but that's why there's a Mother's Day and a Father's Day. And do you know one fact I loved when I was growing up? Father's Day, year on year, set the record for the most number of reverse charges calls. And if you think about it, because we don't have mobile phones and like that, you used to phone your dad, but then you had to put money in, and you're reversing the charges, and it's hilarious, but a different world.
Yeah.
And dads are always happy for the phone call. I don't think you wouldn't get any dads complaining. I did it from around the world, and I wrote different places to my old man. Yeah, that's what you did.
I think I might have been that little bit younger than you. Don't really remember the first charges. Anyway.
You might have been.
Did your dad cook?
Oh, that's a point. My dad cooked on a Saturday morning with a frying pan. A Saturday morning fry-up veggie roll. You've had the veggie roll?
Oh my goodness me! It is. I mean, it's
veggie
so not
roll.
vegetable.
It's not vegetable.
But it is. Oh, any meat lover. It's.
Oh.
It's heavenly. I was about to talk about. Lucky my dad's got out of this. My dad never ever cooked. Except for barbecue, and then we had burnt sausages and burgers.
Right,
and bananas. My dad always did bananas on the barbecue.
You see, barbecues are different. Barbecues are different, okay? Because when you do a barbecue, I know I've got a minute to get in here, I'm in no rush, you see. If you do a barbecue, I think men are supposed to do them. Men are supposed to burn meat. I think it's just, it goes all the way back to the caves.
Okay,
yeah. And
have you ever had barbecued banana though? That was my dad's speciality.
Did he put it in tinfoil and rum?
He did. And then...
You must watch the same programme when we were younger, yeah.
And then he had a little bit of... And then he took it out, and then he got a little dollop of ice cream and he put it in. I think he even left the skin on, and then you...
Oh, really?
It. Yeah, it was so good.
I think a piece of... I think a peeled banana with rum and brown sugar in tin... I haven't done it for... It's probably a 70s thing. It must have been in the 80s.
Maybe, yeah. Well, I was.
Must have been in the 80s because you remember eating it.
I remember eating it as when we were young. Mum always cooked on Father's Day, or we went out.
Your mum always cooks.
We often had a curry. Obviously, Dad loves curries.
Right, come on, it's time. I've got my
Oopsie daisy, hold on. Right, go.
Come on. It's.
Do you use my oven glove, baby?
I'll use your oven glove, darling, if you want. I'm just going to...
Inspired by the...
See? Look at this. Okay. Right, what we're going to do is come around this end, Angela.
Really?
Miles, catch it as it comes out, because if it starts to go down, I want you to have seen it in its glory.
Hold on, but doesn't it need one more minute? No.
I'm not opened the door yet. I'm building up the suspense here. Right, so we're going to build it up. I'm going to take it out. We're going to walk not too fast, so there's not too much cold air flowing off the top. It's not actually that sensitive. With a bit of luck, it'll come up and it'll look nice and fluffy.
I feel really stressed.
Feel stressed? Everybody at home, yes, you can now just leave it running, go and get your soufflé out of the oven. Bonne chance, mes amis.
Get rid of everyone just in case.
No. Have you got it out yet? By the way, we want pictures. Send them to me on Twitter.
Oh, pictures, you have to.
Yeah, what we'll do is, you'll have seen ours, but send us pictures on Twitter this evening of your soufflés, please.
You mean at the Strawbridge Twitter?
Yeah.
But also, I'd like to see them, so send them on an email as well.
Yeah, so. I would like to see your soufflés. I think the time's 4 minutes now. Are you ready?
Go on.
Here we go. I've turned the oven off. You have to be out of the way from me, Miles, so I can actually get it out and go here. What we've got. Now there we go. Oh, that's us. It's a bit jelly. No, it doesn't have a couple more minutes. We're going now. In we come. That is looking the way I'd like it. See a little bit of a wobble on it. We always have a bit of a wobble.
That's good.
Oh, here we go.
We're here and here. Where have I set the table wrong?
No. I just sat over here. There you go.
Oh, baby.
Right, hold on. We're nearly 45 minutes into this conversation. We're just going to serve our soufflé, open another bottle of wine, and take it from there. Oh, so you see it's starting to go down. Are you ready? Dress the salad. Give some salad.
Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna go for it. Yep, lovely.
Yeah, toss the salad.
Oh.
Salad's tossed. Right, are we ready? We're going in.
Oh wow, Dick, that looks incredible.
There you go. Have a look at that.
Oh,
Oh, she's dropped it more. Over to you, Angela. Right, say your bye-byes. I'm not going to actually hang around now.
No. Oh.
Have a lovely rest of your Father's Day. Yeah, and hope you enjoy your soufflés.
Yeah, have a lovely rest of your evening and pictures.
Send us a picture, yeah.
Mwah.
I hope it worked. See ya. Give me a look at that, darling. Here we go.